We had a family business. We were the largest private manufacturing paper making business in Yorkshire in the UK. Okay. Because in those days it was like all the sons of the fathers went into the family business. That doesn't happen as much now. There's not many left. So I joined the company and everybody called me Mr. Eric. You know, that's what they do. That doesn't exist anymore. And I learnt all about paper, which bored me stiff. After 2 years in the family business, I couldn't stand it any longer. Sat in an office all day. So I thought, I've got to get out of this. We had a bit of money, you know, and some shares in the business. It's not for me. I don't want to do it. So I thought, what do I really want to do? I want to race cars. I want to race cars. So I thought, okay, I can afford it. I can buy a car. I can learn how to race drive, just like an apprenticeship for any business. So I thought, right. So I buy myself a Formula 3, which is 3 down from Formula 1, or 2 down rather, which is a smaller engine capacity and all that sort of thing, but you can soup them up and charge them and all that sort of thing. So I then thought, yeah, but I got to learn how to race. I can't just get in a car and think I'm the best in the world, you know, like Schumacher. So I took a racing driving course at what we call the Jim Russell Racing Drivers School in Norfolk, in England. And that was about, I don't know, 2-month course or so, 3 months, I can't remember now, I'm getting on a bit. So I took this course and I raced with some famous racing drivers like Emerson Fittipaldi. He won Indianapolis and also I think Formula 1. And I was that close behind him that I thought, I'm not doing too bad, you know. But the trouble is my car was restricted on the revs, whereas his wasn't. So I thought, that's not fair. So I thought, bollocks to that. I'm going as fast as he is, never mind the restriction. So I broke the rule and I kept up with him. So anyway, so that's how I started. I tested round Le Mans, I've driven round Le Mans, I've driven round Zandvoort in Holland, all that. In fact, I took a Lotus Cortina to Holland many years ago. My friends always laugh about this because I wore a helmet on the road driving there. And all full racing gear as well, flame suit and all the rest of it, you know. And 3 laps round in Zandvoort, and I've just been told I've broken the lap record. I wasn't even trying for a Lotus Cortina. So I had 3 or 4 good years racing, and I also modelled at the same time, modelled clothes. I taught women how to use deportment, and they nicknamed me the model racing driver. Anyway, I was one of the top 6 racing drivers in England. Yeah. So I've had quite a checkered history. Right. So, and then I was in the film Grand Prix with Yves Montand, James Garner, Yves Montand, and Eve Marie Saint. I think you'll recognise those names. Yeah. So, yes, I was in that, but I was in that racing the cars. You wouldn't actually have noticed me. I was racing the cars. Okay. So, yeah, so it's modelling, raced car driving, and a few things as well. And also I was an international jet-setting playboy for 5 years, flying all over the world, girlfriends in every port, you know, that sort of thing. I actually went out with the girl in The Champions, if you remember that series. The Champions, there were 3 of them, 2 blokes and a woman, Alexander Bastedo. I went out with her for a brief time. She was a very nice looking blonde, very attractive.
So you had a very...
I have, yeah, but I've always said I've done more in 10 years than most people have done in a lifetime. I've travelled halfway around the world, raced cars, modelled clothes and done a bit of acting. And I've also done sales presentation work on stage for 2,000 or 3,000 people at a time all over Europe. So I'm a bit of an actor.